where no plastic army men have gone before. Today I'm looking at the Star Trek Nanoforce Army Builder set by Emce Toys. This was a previews exclusive, so any toy shop or comic shop that carries this had to order it through previews. And this set contains 12 2-inch figures of various Star Trek characters, and 2 inches is, I believe, the standard size for classic Army men. I believe that's 1/72 scale. And it also comes with a 4-inch Enterprise that we can see in the window of the package right there. On the back, we can see the contents of the package in scale. 12 figures. We have 6 crew members and 6 aliens. So Kirk in yellow, Spock and McCoy in blue, Scotty in red, Sulu in yellow, Uhura in red. Sorry, Chekhov, you didn't make the cut again. For the aliens, we have a yellow Gorn, a blue Talosian, a blue Andorian, the yellow Salt Monster, and red for Romulan and Klingon. There is also a Star Trek Next Generation set that has been done in this style with pretty much the same contents, 12 figures, and the Enterprise D. But I did not pick up the Next Gen set yet, not sure if I will. But for now, let's get this box open and see what we've got. Inside the box, we have this fold-out pamphlet, which explains the Nanoforce idea from Emce Toys. Folds out, you can see the Next Generation set here. Folds out again to a nice picture of the contents of this set. And when you fold it out for the final time, you have a mat that has a place for all 12 figures and the Enterprise. I assume this is for display if you wanted to display it with the figure sitting on it. I don't think there's a gaming element to this set, so I'm assuming this is just for display. Everything is packaged in this 2-part blister, so you can take everything out of the blister and put it back if you wanted to. We have the 6 figures on each side, crew members and aliens, and then the Enterprise. So looking at the Enterprise first, not a whole lot of detail on this. Very simple. The most detail, I think, is on the dish on the front of the ship there. They haven't even molded in the NCC 1701 on the saucer. It's just a very smooth surface. Kind of strange to see a starship without the call sign on it. You can see from being in the package, the nacelles are a bit warped. You can probably fix that with the hot and cold trick. And the base is molded onto the ship. Looks like the only separate pieces are the nacelles, which were inserted into the body of the ship. But the base and everything else is one molded piece. For our crew members, starting off with James Tiberius Kirk. Phaser at the ready. Mr. Spock, also with a phaser. You can see he's got a tricorder molded onto him as well. Very, very simple sculpts with these, not a whole lot of detail given their size. Bones is in his short sleeve uniform with his medical tricorder, and I'm assuming that's a hypo spray that he's awkwardly holding. Kind of a weird position to be molded in. Scotty has a communicator. Mr. Sulu targeting something in the distance with his phaser. And finally we have Uhura, who also has a phaser. And she seems to be listening in to an incoming message from Starfleet Command. On the alien side, here's the Gorn, the Talosian from the original Star Trek pilot, when Captain Pike was in command. We have the Salt Monster, This is a very nice sculpt on this creature. I especially like the hands. We have a classic original series Klingon, an Andorian. I don't think the Andorians did much in the original series, but they always seem to be included in the toy lines because they have that unique appearance with the blue skin and the antenna on the top of their heads. And a classic Romulan. Here's how the Star Trek Nanoforce figures look with some other classic Army Men style sci-fi toys. Got a couple of the classic Diener aliens here. Those guys were sold as rubber erasers back in the 70s and 80s. And here we have some of the Timmy Toys Galaxy Laser Team figures. As you can see, the Star Trek figures comparatively are a bit on the small side compared to these other lines. Since I was a kid, I've always enjoyed little plastic figures like this, little monochrome Army Men type figures like the ones I just showed, the Diener aliens, the Galaxy Laser Team, classic dinosaurs and cavemen, things like that. And I've always been a big fan of Star Trek. I had all the original Mego figures, the crew members and aliens. So this type of thing appeals to me. I'm not sure who else would like this type of thing, unless, like me, you enjoy Army Men, or maybe you can utilize these in some sort of gaming scenario. But they are nice little figures for what they are. So if both Army Men style figures and Star Trek appeal to you, this might be something you want to look into. So thanks for watching that review of the Star Trek Original Series Nanoforce set, and I'll see you in the next video.